Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And welcome to the preview for the Patriots at Bills. Stupid Thursday game.
Primetime game number 2.
Yeah, primetime game of the middle of the week. Thanks, NFL. I love not being able to sleep.
That's right, we got like 3 more, so.
I know, I hate it.
Although I think they're going to flex
Whatever.
some of them.
Our injury list is not good. Damian Harris, of course, didn't participate all week. He's out. I was surprised. He was on crutches at the end of the game last week.
I think they elevated Taylor. So there's
Yay,
another
the
running
guy
back.
that's got 2 yards to carry.
I know.
One of the worst running backs we've ever had on the team. Literally.
I don't know.
He had one preseason where he was any good. Everybody went crazy for him. And it turns out he sucks. Like, he's so tiny, he doesn't break any tackles.
Yeah, that's his problem.
He's not elusive.
He's too small.
He doesn't have the catching skills that White had. So he literally is almost useless.
Yeah.
He doesn't block well. Taylor's not a good running back, unfortunately. Stevenson and Harris have some talent to them, but he's not going to play strong because he doesn't know how to not run into the damn punter.
Right.
So not good. Isaiah Wynn's out. Not that he's worth a damn.
He's been out though.
He hasn't practiced all week. Apparently he's out hurt pretty bad. Andrews is questionable. He's going to have to play because there's not enough linemen, so
Yeah, he has to.
there's no other option. And I mean, I guess Ferenz, but Ferenz can't go anywhere else, right?
Is he a swing? Can he play other positions?
I don't think so.
Or is he just like a backup
No, because
center?
my guess is what they're going to have to do. Trent Brown's sick. He's not going to play.
He's had the flu since the Jets game, apparently.
Apparently.
And it's been really...
Oh, and Kajuste's injured too. So that means, in all likelihood, what they don't want to do is move Owinwu. They're going to have to move Owinwu to tackle, which they don't want to do. Which
Right.
means you're going to have to put Andrews in as a guard, and you're going to have to put Ferenz in as a center. There's no other option.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they wind up doing.
So I don't know what they... I mean, that could be what happens. I mean,
Either way, the line is in a
it's bad.
huge
It's
trouble.
really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kajusta's questionable with a calf.
When did that happen?
Last week. I mean, the guy plays one game, immediately breaks his calf. I don't know. Some guys are made of glass. I don't know why. Andrews has at least played 50, 60 games. I don't understand how these guys play like half a game and get hurt.
Yeah, Andrews has been pretty consistent.
Andrews never gets hurt. Like, he got hurt on basically a cheap blindside block.
He's been a pretty consistent player, yeah.
Like when he got that concussion, that was an illegal hit.
Right.
You know, he's been very consistent.
I would be surprised if he didn't play. He has to. They don't have any other
They don't have any
linemen.
options. So I don't think they have a choice. Marcus Jones is questionable with his ankle, but I'm sure he'll play. Myers is questionable. I would be stunned if he didn't play. He got hurt last week, finished the game.
Yeah, he'll play.
99% of the time, that means you'll be limited in the game, but you'll still be there.
He'll probably play.
He played every third down last week. That's what he did. So he'll do that again this week. Freaking Males pulled his groin, because of course he did. He's questionable. Parker was removed, it looks like.
I guess that's one good spot.
That's good. Jabril Peppers is sick, because of course he is. Why not? Even though he's literally been pretty good for the team.
So what about with all these Bills players? How many of them are
Brown's
still out
sick.
with the sick?
A lot. What's really weird is they haven't specified any game status for any of these people.
Why? It's the game's in 3 hours.
I don't know. I've never seen that before. Are they allowed to do that?
There must be a deadline when they have to put out the injury list by, right?
Yeah, there's no questionable, there's no doubtful, there's no probable, there's no whatever. Josh Allen's still injured with his right elbow. By the way, he's looked pretty bad at times throwing with it.
Yeah.
It's clearly bothered him at times.
Very much so, yes.
But whatever, he'll obviously play, but who knows how effective
I
he'll
think
be.
the Bills don't have a left tackle either.
They don't, because Deion Dawkins is out with his ankle. Tremaine Edmonds has pulled his groin and his heel. I don't know how you do that. That sucks. No game status listed. I don't know. He was a full participant in practice, so I guess that's a good sign. I don't know.
I don't think you want to go through all of these guys. We'll be here for 20,000 years.
They have an injury list of like 30 dudes.
I know.
AJ Epineza is on there with his ankle. DeMar Hamlin's sick. Dane Jackson is sick. Jaquan Johnson is sick.
Needless to say, their secondary's got a flu.
Cam Lewis hurt his forearm. Von Miller just got put on IR. He was ruled out anyway, but I think he's on IR now.
Yeah, that happened today.
Quentin Morris is sick.
Oh, their centers?
Their center hurt his elbow and ankle. Still unspecified. I don't know. Jordan Phillips injured his eye.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know how that's possible,
Did he get
but
poked?
sure, probably. But my God. Greg Rousseau hurt his ankle. Khalil Shakir is sick. And Stephon Diggs got a veteran arrest on what was it, Tuesday? So obviously he's fine.
I think the Bills have at least 4 or 5 guys out because they're sick.
Yeah, they picked the wrong time to get sick. Bills are favored in this game, which is no surprise, although I don't think it's... I think it's a 50-50 game. Because A, the Bills are incredibly banged up. And B, the Patriots figured out their damn offense, so...
And we think they're going to be pissed off tonight.
And they're going to be very angry after what happened in the Vikings game, where the officiating unquestionably hurt them.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Bad officiating.
Now, yeah, they could have overcome it. But it was so egregiously bad that they're definitely pissed off. So I would expect a very physical Patriots team out there tonight.
It's also going to be cold.
Probably do a lot of quick, efficient passing, because what else can you do? You can run on Buffalo, so that'll help.
Stevenson will probably get a lot of snaps in this game, I would suspect.
A lot, yeah. And defensively, I mean...
They got to stop Allen from running around the field.
Well, who knows how much he's actually going to even do it. I mean, they have been calling it quarterback runs, which is just bizarre to me. Like, the guy's already hurt. What are you doing?
I know.
So, they're probably going to let him do it. But... yeah, keep him in the pocket. Plaster the receivers when he rolls out.
The one matchup that I'm curious to see who they'll put on Diggs.
Jones.
Which one?
John Jones.
Yeah, because if you all remember from the past, J.C. Jackson couldn't cover him if he had Butterfinger on his fucking legs. He was terrible against
Diggs.
There's
no excuse. I mean, Diggs,
he got burned by Diggs.
Diggs is a really good receiver.
He got burned by Diggs in every game they played the Bills against.
But I don't get it, because he covered DeAndre Hopkins. And I think DeAndre Hopkins is a better receiver than Stephon Diggs.
He was awful against Diggs.
It's just bizarre. I guess Diggs has a different skill set that
maybe
Jackson wasn't good with. But,
I guess. But he was terrible against them.
He was great against better receivers than Diggs. That's just bizarre.
I don't know either.
I mean, Diggs is somewhere in the top 10, but I mean, it's just weird. Like, how do you do so well against DeAndre Hopkins and so terrible against Diggs? I don't get it.
Well, they'll actually face Hopkins because they have to play the Cardinals at some point.
And we need pass pressure this time, so please show up, pass rush.
I think without their left tackle, they'll probably be able to get some.
I don't know. The Vikings had no line at all. They had one of the worst lines in football, and somehow they stopped literally, arguably, what was the best defensive line in football this year, which is ours. Like we're like in the top 2 for sacks.
I know they are.
Like, we have the best D-line in football as far as pass rush.
Judon right now has the most Pro Bowl votes for his position.
And yet Judon was completely absent in last week's game, bizarrely.
Yeah.
So was Wise, and so was Uche, who were both excellent this year.
The Vikings had a great game plan from that aspect.
I guess. I don't know.
In my opinion.
But even when they dropped back to pass, they got nothing. So that's a really bad sign. If that happens again this week, that's a very bad sign.
That people have figured out their scheme.
That means something's gone wrong. That means they've tired out.
Right.
But hopefully that was just a fluke, and I suspect it was just a fluke. So yeah, if we get pass pressure on Allen, force him into some mistakes. Allen is
very bad in the red zone.
Yes, he's been bad in the red zone. He's reckless. I mean, he has the Kirk Cousins thing of just random recklessness randomly. I don't know why.
Although Kirk is playing better this year than him, in my opinion.
I know, but I know obviously Josh Allen's way better than Kirk Cousins, but when you look at the way the Vikings are set up and the way the Bills are set up, they're actually not that different.
They're pretty similar.
You got
teams.
number one receiver, although the Vikings obviously have a much better running back, but the Bills use their quarterback instead. But you have, not really good elite receiver. Yeah, although Justin Jefferson's better than Diggs, but still, similar setup. Solid receivers, really good quarterback that just sometimes makes baffling decisions and gets reckless.
Allen's like number one in interceptions right now.
He is number one in interceptions. He's been both really good and really bad in the same game, and it's weird.
Yeah,
Josh Allen confuses me.
Yeah.
It's
almost like he's regressed back to how he used to play, but then he's still really good.
That's how he used to be as a rookie.
Right.
Except minus the stat numbers that he has now.
Right.
His stats are overall better.
Right.
But he's just still making throws where it's like, what are you doing? Like those interceptions to the Jets, he just threw them right to them.
Yeah, that's what he used to do when he first started in the league. That's what he used to do.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't a huge Josh Allen fan until that third year when he was all of a sudden he stopped doing that.
Right, he became a really good quarterback.
But now he's falling back into that. So
I don't know. Maybe because their coach left, there's a difference with coaching.
It's like he loses patience.
Yeah, I don't
if
know.
you take away his deep threat options, he gets impatient.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's definitely what happened when they lost to the Vikings.
True. He just when he threw that pick.
He for some reason he doesn't take a check down when it's there, and it's the only thing there.
Yeah, so the Patriots are going to be mad. They're wearing their throwback uniforms for some reason in this game.
Oh, we need better special teams play too.
Dear God, it was bad.
And better punting. And it's also going to be, I think, windy today.
Not too bad. They have an extra kicker on the roster this week for the kickoffs.
Yeah, stupid kickoffs. But whatever. Seriously, we need better special teams play. Just need consistent pressure on Allen. Force those mistakes. Limit Diggs. Keep Allen in the pocket, contained.
Who's the other guy on that team they always don't cover? Knox? Is that his name?
The
tight end or whatever?
I'm not too worried about Knox.
Isn't he the other one that always gives them problems?
Knox is... I mean, he's inconsistent. Dawson Knox is a weird player to me. He has hurt us in the past, but he's also been really bad too. So I don't know. Tight ends are not the Bills' strength.
Game could go either way. If the Bills lose, it's bad for them because it would be 3 division losses.
Their
3 AFC East losses.
Their strength is outside and deep.
Right. But if the Bills lose, it would be bad for them. Really bad in terms of
It would be really bad for them.
They'd be 0-3 in division games.
They would be on the verge of really being only going for a wild card.
Same as us.
But for the Bills, that would be monumentally disappointing.
Right. Oh, exactly.
For us, that's our goal.
Right.
For Buffalo, their goal is Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So because right now, I'm telling you right now, Miami is a better team than Buffalo.
No question.
By a lot.
There's no question, yeah.
Kansas City's a better team than Buffalo right now.
Somehow.
So, hell, I think the Minnesota Vikings are a better team than Buffalo right now. The Eagles are better than Buffalo. Buffalo's got a lot of teams to catch up to right now.
Yeah, it's true. They got a lot of things to work on.
They're worse than they were last year, despite having a roster that's supposedly better.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre the way things work out. You never know. But whatever. We'll end it here.
Keep this video
okay,
short.
all right, thank you.
15 minutes later.
We gotta go because the game is on later. Sorry, we went to do this yesterday, but we didn't. Whatever. I'm cautiously optimistic for New England's chances in this game.
I don't know.
Though I would not be surprised if they lose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not the end of the world if they lose, but
it'd be nice if they could get a goal line interception at the end of the game like the Vikings did. That'd be cool. Doubt it though.
So we'll see. And hopefully Mac plays well again. All right, this is Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you after the game.